Lunch with Juhl. This is Juhl Lenard, and I'm on a mission to help small business show up big and make marketing make sense. Today, we're going to talk about how you can compete against AI, artificial intelligence. How you, as a small business owner, which small business actually goes up to 38 million in annual revenue, by the way. So small doesn't mean little, but how you can compete against AI. Yeah. So I was in a presentation yesterday by the Founders Institute, and there was a speaker. His name was Peep Laja. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right or not. And he was with a company called Winter, which is a B2B messaging testing service. And he says it's the only one in the world. In any event, this was an event it was a startup. They were talking, it was startup was the focus, and it was how to show up, how to decide what product to do, how to see where you fit in the marketplace, and how to differentiate yourself, and so that you can be successful in business was kind of the topic. But what I found was interesting is the information. Of course, with a startup business, you're very focused on marketing. And so I found it very interesting his perspective on how important it is to differentiate yourself. And I started thinking about that from a small business perspective and in terms of artificial intelligence, because I'm sure maybe by now you've heard of this chat GPT, artificial intelligence, where you ask it anything and it gives you an answer. There are creators like right now creating their content, getting scripts for content, for their videos and other things from this artificial intelligence, which it has you at a bit of a disadvantage because it's got access to everything that is out there in a database somewhere, and it's able to come together with topics and information and things like that, and you are doing all that and you're running a business. And so you could use chat, but if you're using chat GPT and your competitors using chat GPT and you're both kind of equal in terms of the quality of what you do, how will you differentiate yourself? And how can you compete in an environment that has artificial intelligence? So that's what I'm here to tell you about today, or my thoughts on it, right? So the first thing that I thought was really, really interesting in this presentation that he shared with me, I didn't really realize this. I hadn't really thought about it, but my first point is that 95% of what he referred to as category buyers, which basically would be your target audience, the people who you've identified as being able to, or that at some point will need you to solve the problem that you solve for them. So 95% at any given point in time in most industries, 95% of the people that you're marketing to are not in market for what you're selling. Okay, is the first thing, right? So if you put that in perspective, that means you're out here, you're running ads, you're running sales, and you're trying to get people's attention. But even when you get their attention, even if you have an email list of qualified buyers who really will at some point need what you have, only 95% of them are not in market. I can't remember. Did I say that right? But 95% of them are not in market for your product today. Not. Okay. So that's the first point. My second point is that my job as an entrepreneur is to be able to be there when they do get ready for the thing. When they're ready to hire someone to solve the problem that they have, I need to be there as someone that they understand is credible, someone that they trust, someone that they like, so that when they're ready to have that problem solved, it will be a no-brainer to have me as that person. That was my dog, who Paw Steps coming down here. I don't know why she's down here now. So the point is that here's your job. Point number 2, your job as a small business owner, as a business owner in general, is to stay front of mind, okay, with them. So I'm actually going to read my note here. To stay front of mind, to stand out, and to dominate on conversions. In other words, to be able to close them and get them as customers when they do reach out, right? So my original topic for this talk, what I wanted to talk about was virtual video. Good morning, dear. She's like licking my ankles. Okay. Was virtual video, and in the sense that if I have to stand out and I need to stay front of mind and I need to convert people to customers when they do reach out, that's a tall order for you if you are a solopreneur, or you have maybe you have a small team and you're building everything up for yourself. And so that's a tall order, right? But video makes it simpler to accomplish because you can be there every day. I'm here with you every day at lunch with Juhl, right? And I'm hoping that when you're ready to delve deeper into marketing, when you're ready to get some help, when you have a question, that you'll feel comfortable enough with me to reach out and call me 248-988-9099 and say, hey, Juhl, got a question, right? So the ability to stand out, to stay front of mind, and to be available to close the sale, or actually be able to deliver, is something that's vitally important, and it will help you compete in the sense that only you are you, right? So when I changed the topic from video to how to compete against AI, the reason is that only you are you. AI can't replicate you, your personality, your skill sets, your life experiences, the experience that you have in delivering your goods, your stories. AI can't compete against that, right? So video, I think, is the way to go for you to get out in front and be visible so that people can get to know you. Like I'm a bit of a hermit. I admit it. I'm either, most of the time, I'm completely comfortable being by myself. Okay. I'm a little bit of a hermit. Like, I'm cool with hanging out with me. And so I have to push myself. I have to work to actually be, engaged and out. And I'm working to be better at that. Last week I got out of the house. And so how would someone get to know me? The only way you get to know me is I'm out here and I'll be like, hey, what's up? This is Juhl. I'm here, and I can help. So same is for you. Okay. And my third point is, oh wait, I can't. What was my third point? Oh, the other point in this Founders Institute presentation. The other point, so the one thing that was really interesting to me was the whole statistic about 95% of your customers are not in market. The other thing that was very interesting, so they talked about the law of shitty returns. Wait, what was it called? Let me look it up. It was an interesting term. I think it was called the law of shitty returns. And what it was talking about is how everybody, let me see if I don't see my note here on that. But what it was talking about is, we're going to call it the law of shitty returns. And what he was talking about is how everybody, like, you have some new way to communicate, some new way to market, then everybody jumps on board, and then it loses its power because everybody's on board. So think, pop-up, chatbot, whatever, most of the things that we do today on websites are things that are kind of theoretically a little bit passé because everybody's doing them. Everybody has a pop-up. Everybody has chatbots. Everybody has, a website. Everybody's doing, everybody messages. So he was talking about how do you stand out from all these other people, all these, from a competitor, all things being equal, how do you stand out from them? Because everybody's doing the same thing, right? And assume everybody has quality. And he was saying how it's important to get out in front and do something that's different. Like, even video is not different. It's just there's not a ton of people that are doing it for their business, as probably there should be, right? And so one of the things he said that he was doing, he was actually founder of a company called Winter. I think I mentioned that before. And so he said what he was doing, he was saying that he has his clients co-create with him. So this is something that I took to heart. I'm like, wow, I need to be doing interviews. And the easiest way, the other thing he said is everybody should be you have a certain ad budget and you run ads every day. Most small business owners don't necessarily have resources to run ads every single day, right? But what you can do is he talked that you can take as a action is co-creating with people who are in your market. So to me, that means I should be having my small business owners, clients and friends actually come out with me and do these lunch with Jules, where we can have conversations about things to highlight their business. I hadn't thought about that. I mean, I thought about interviews, but I hadn't thought about how cool would that be to just feature some people and have them talk about their business at lunch, right? So that's something I'm going to be looking at implementing with Lunch with Jewel too, is just kind of have that meeting where I'm talking with people in your business. So if you want to be one of my first interviewees, then definitely hit me up and we should do this thing together. Just do an interview. I think it'll be really cool. So I'm going to wrap this up. So how can you compete against AI? Number one, you need to recognize that 95% of the people that are your category buyers or your target market, they're not even ready to buy from you yet on any single given day. 95% are like, not interested right now. Okay. The second thing you need to know is that in order to be there, to be ready when they're ready, you have to do three things. One, you need to stay front of mind. Two, you need to stand out. And three, you need to be quick on the conversion. Make sure that you're giving them all the information they need to make a decision with you versus going shopping with someone else. And three, to make sure that you are including them, helping them, allowing them, I should say, to co-create with you as you build your business so that you can build that relationship and partnership going forward. So that is what I wanted to share today. I feel like that was a mouthful. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was helpful, then definitely share the video. I love it when you share my videos. And listen, if you have questions about business or marketing, seriously, feel free to call me at the number below. And I'm happy to help because that's what I do. So I hope you have a great day today, and I'll talk to you next time. This has been Lunch with Juhl. Bye for now.